Yo, what's up guys? My name is DFree and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video in which today I'm going to be talking about the notion that Black Goku is a bad villain. Dun dun dun. So let me elaborate. A lot of people were just kind of up in arms last week about the fact that Black Goku is not a strong character. You know, he's really kind of weak, but I'm actually intrigued by Black Goku. You know what I'm saying? So to talk about it here today, there was several points in the fight last week where it was blatantly obvious that Black Goku just simply is not that strong, and there were several references by it. For example, Goku basically sparring with Trunks. For one, let me rewind. The fact that Trunks was not utterly obliterated by this guy says a lot, and that Trunks was able to survive in that timeline and be the only real opposition to Black, according to Black himself. That says a lot, you know, considering where we know Trunks is as far as scaling, whether it makes sense or not. But the fact that Goku's able to spar with Trunks to get a sense as to how strong Black is also says a lot. So then moving on to the fact that Goku fights Black in Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. I don't think it really explicitly stated, even though it looked like Super Saiyan 2. I don't trust Toei because there was a scene in the previous episode where he said Super Saiyan 2, but they gave him the Super Saiyan 1 here. I don't know. So, you know, there's the fact that Goku fights him as a Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2, and he's going blow for blow with him, basically scales Black for us, meaning that if Goku went any form beyond Super Saiyan 2, he'd destroy Black instantly. Just the same way he did with the Trunks, where he went Super Saiyan 3 for a moment and he knocked him down and Trunks was done. He could literally wipe the floor with Black. Now, that's not really a big deal. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's always been kind of this progression of characters in Dragon Ball where we start off, for example, with Frieza. Okay, Frieza was holding back severely. He actually generated his 3 initial forms to conceal the power of his fourth form, which is said to be his original form. So he off the bat was concealing his strength and holding back, and as a result had to kind of work his way up in power. So he starts off as the smaller form, gets to the second form, excuse me, and then all the way to the final form. So we already have a progression with Frieza, and he's the first real major villain in this series. I wouldn't say that it's Vegeta. I'd say that the real series starts off, as far as villains go, with Frieza. You know, and then we move on to Cell, who once again has the whole notion that he needs to absorb other beings to further his evolution and to make himself stronger. So he starts off as first form Cell, and what does first form Cell do? He basically gets beaten by Piccolo. You know, it's kind of up and down as to who really won that fight, but had they continued, Piccolo would have won that fight. So what does he do? He runs away until he's strong enough to kind of hold his own against Piccolo and the androids, and then comes back, and then he goes second form, and he finds out that he's still not that strong because Vegeta and Trunks come and they can both wipe the floor with him easily. So we've got this progression with this character Cell where he makes his way all the way up to perfect form Cell, and then super perfect form where he's basically got that Zenkai boost after he should have died with Goku. And he's an amazingly strong character, and he's actually strong enough to hold his own against Gohan, who was a character that was, while he's weakened now, but that's a character that was basically destroying him before. So he had progression over and over and over. Now, when you go to the Buu saga, okay, the kids kind of timey-wimey because then you get into which Buu is stronger, etc., etc. I'm not going to really jump into that. I'm just going to say that each form of Buu up until you get to Super Buu absorbing characters had progression. I'm not going to throw Kid Buu in there. I'm not going to try to scale this power for him or anything like that. There was constant progression from the Fat Buu to the Evil Buu to Super Buu to Buu Gohan absorbed. You know, like there was constant progression as to like this guy's okay, he's really strong because Fat Buu was actually really strong, but he kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then we jumped to Black. Black is a character that starts off really low on the food chain, but that could simply be because the only real opposition he had in the timeline that he was from was Trunks. Trunks was the only guy that he was fighting, so obviously Black is a guy that has a lot of potential. He even says whenever he goes back to the future after fighting with Goku that now he can basically implement a lot of Goku's abilities within himself. So that basically tells me that fighting Goku furthered Black's evolution and made him stronger. So that means that if he had been sparring against Goku, for example, the whole time, he'd be equally as strong as Goku. He's basically pandering to the common denominator and making himself as strong as his opposition is because he has never had a stronger opponent. And he's basically rising to the challenge, a la Hit, for example. The way Hit was able to increase the time limit of his Tokido Bashi, and he was able to basically go blow for blow with Goku and would have won the fight with Goku per Goku himself. He would have won the fight, you know, like he progressed, he had massive potential, and that's a similar thing for Black. Black is a character of that same ilk that could constantly progress and get stronger and stronger and stronger. So I want to kind of just say, guys, let's be patient with the series, let's be patient with the arc. A lot of people have talked about it, and if you ever come across somebody that's basically talking about that, feel free to link my video so they can go ahead and check it out and just kind of get an alternate perspective, alternate opinion on the matter, because this isn't new to Dragon Ball, and I think that this isn't new to a lot of series in general or movies or anything like that, where you have a good villain, okay? Taking your audience on this ride is a major proponent in good storytelling. It means a lot. You know, for example, another guy that they did that with was Golden Frieza. While they kind of just rush job that, it's the same concept. He started off weak, he made his way up. That's how it is with a lot of things, not just anime stuff, just a lot of modern and older westerns. A lot of things do that, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video nonetheless. I just wanted to kind of drop this really quick for you guys, but that is it for me, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Be sure to leave a like. Of course, I would appreciate it, but I'll catch you next time. Peace out.